In this video, we will talk about how to find the x and y intercepts of a quadratic function. So let's say we have the quadratic function y equals x squared plus 6x plus 8. To find the y-intercept of this function, here's what we do. Set x equal to 0 and solve for y. And to find the x-intercept, we do the opposite. We set y equal to 0 and we solve for x. So let's start by finding the y-intercept. So let's write that right here. Y-intercept is going to be set x equal to 0 and solve for y. So we'll say y is equal to, we just plug in a 0 wherever we see an x. So we get 0 squared plus 6 times 0 plus 8. So both of these terms are equal to 0 plus 8, so y is equal to 8. So this is our y-intercept. That's where this quadratic function crosses the y-axis. Now let's find the x-intercept. So we'll say x-intercept. We set y equal to 0 and we solve for x. So we get 0 is equal to x squared plus 6x plus 8. So to solve for x on this side, we need to first factor this quadratic equation. So remember, the way to do that when our coefficient right here is a 1, we just ask ourselves, what numbers multiply to 8 and add to 4? So that would be 2 and 4. So we can rewrite it like this. 0 is equal to x plus 4 and times x plus 2. So to solve for x, we just need to set each of these parentheses equal to 0 and solve for x. So we'll say x plus 4 is equal to 0 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. Because we can see if either of these parentheses were equal to 0, this entire right-hand side would be 0. So for this one, we can subtract a 4 from each side, and we'll find that x is equal to negative 4. So that's one answer. And on this one, we can subtract a 2 from each side, and we'll find that x is equal to 0 minus 2 is negative 2. So it turns out there are two x-intercepts. So we found our y-intercept and we found both x-intercepts. If we wanted to, we could create a graph to kind of visualize what we just found. So what this says is that when x is equal to negative 4 or when x is equal to negative 2, y has a value of 0. So those are our x-intercepts. So let's plot those. So negative 2, here's one of our x-intercepts, and negative 4, here's our other x-intercept. And then we found that the y-intercept is 8. So when x is 0, y is 8. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right about here. So if we connect all three of these points, we get some type of shape like this. So this is roughly what our quadratic function looks like. So that's just a way to kind of visualize what we just found. So that's how you can find the x-intercepts and the y-intercepts of a quadratic function.